Welcome to the third day of Christmas. Today's going to be very simple. We're going to do 3 around the world planks or 3 6-inch killers. So let's start with the 6-inch killers. We're going to be on our back, face up. Take your hands, you can place them under your glutes. We're going to take the legs, we're going to bring them up. We're going to come down to about 6 inches off the ground and then wide back together. That's 1. Okay, so you could do 3, 6, basically a leg raise. Or the other option, we'll rotate. High plank position, right arm up, back down, left arm up. We're going to do everything we can. Left leg, right leg, that's 1, all the way around. We'll call that an around the world plank. The most important thing as we do this is to keep everything as best you can in a neutral alignment right here. Okay? So we'll do day 3 of the core options. We'll go 2 minutes of cardio, and then we'll do a 1-minute plank, and then you have a little assignment for day 3, and then it's in the book. So your choice, you could do hands under the glutes. If you have a really strong core and you don't need it out here, under the glutes, then go ahead and take it out to the side. And I'll do the around the world plank 3 times if you're ready. Starting 3, 2, and here we go. We are on the clock. So just go nice and controlled. You're either doing my exercise, the around the world plank, there's 1 for me, starting number 2, or Shauna's exercise, 6-inch killers. I got 1 more, Shauna, you're done, you're finishing up. Okay, good. And that's my last one here. Okay, good deal. Now, 2 minutes of cardio. So we'll break it down again, 4 different exercises, and you can modify, you can pick which ones work for you. Each will go about 30 seconds. So Shauna, what do you want to start with today? We can lateral shuffle with a touch. I love that exercise. If you have a stabilizer, 13-inch dynamic stabilizer, we'll put it on just above the knee. Lateral shuffle with a touch. You can do some open jumping jacks, glute kickers. If you're ready, we'll start in 3, 2, and first of 4. Each will go 30 seconds. For a total of 2 minutes for coming back down. Day 2, my true love gave to me on day 2 some good oxygen delivery to all the cells of your body so that you feel good when you are finished with your exercise. We got about 7 more seconds. Pick a second heart rate elevator. Again, 3, 2, awesome job. What's your second exercise, Shonda? You're going to do some mountain climbers without the stabilizer today. So the traditional up-tempo mountain climbers, 3, 2, and we're on the clock. You could also do some glute kickers. So completely up to you. Modify again. If you have cardio equipment at home, then go ahead and jump on your cardio equipment anytime we get to some heart rate elevation. We have about 12 seconds left on the second exercise. Shonda wants to do the 3-cone shuffle coming up. 4, 3, 2, awesome job. You can also do some open jumping jacks. So hands in front, open it up. Open jumping jacks, 3-cone shuffle. We got the back cone, front cone, back cone. If you're ready, 2, 1, and here we go. So she's at the back right cone, coming to the front, touch. Back to the back left cone, touch. She's going to go 30 seconds. It's a big triangle that she's shuffling through. Depending on the space that you have at home, it could be a smaller triangle. You can keep the cones, and they're imaginary cones, unless you have some cones, but you can keep those cones nice and tight. You don't have to go far. We got 7 more seconds, and again, this could be done with or without the dynamic stabilizer. 2, 1, awesome job, awesome job. So we got 1 more. Shauna could do some burpees, and she could do any other heart rate elevator. I want to show you guys a great way to do burpees. Burpees are not for everybody, despite what your friend or a trainer you see online will tell you. They're just not, because it's too much stress and pressure on the wrists, elbows, shoulder, low back. So a great way to modify is with a storage bend, one of these really sturdy storage bends. Hands come down, kick them back, and jump or stand, okay? Great way to modify. You could also do this with your stabilizer, without your stabilizer. If you're ready, we'll go 30 seconds, storage bend burpee. 3, 2, here we go, 30 seconds. So this is really, really important as we age. A lot of trainers, they just lose their creativity. They see all these other trainers thinking burpees are the world's greatest exercise. They are an exercise. it's really depending on who you are individually, whether they're an effective or non-effective exercise. 10 more seconds. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, excellent job. And right now, Shonda's actually going through some hamstring and quadricep issues. She's working with a physical therapist, so she has a hard time jumping right now. So if you're ready, last exercise, you could do a high plank hold. You could do the low plank hold. You could do the high plank with a band. High plank with a band. So the band will be the hardest option. Low plank is middle. And then the high plank without the band is probably the most doable option. 3, 2, and here we go. Anchor down with the band, and we're holding up to 60 seconds. If you want to progress, you can add a few more seconds depending on what you did for day 2. If you went an extra 5 seconds, maybe add another 5 seconds today. Completely up to you. 40 seconds, 30 seconds. That might be your challenging point. It doesn't matter where you are. Okay, just go for whatever point in time where you really feel like you're challenging that core. I'm going to check our time here. We got about 25 seconds until we hit the minute. We are getting close. 15 seconds. And again, if you want to extend, go ahead and extend. Shauna's going to start her stretching coming up. 10 seconds. Almost there. Final 5, 3, 2, excellent job. Well done. So depending on if you're going to go a little extra, you can add a little bit more time. You can hit pause on the video and come back to it. So let's just real quick, we'll get a quick cobra stretch. So we start neutral cat position, and we'll come forward, drop the hips down, the upper body's up off of the mat, and then stretch. And then a reverse stretch where you sit back on your heels. So today's assignment, keep stretching. Today's assignment is to write down and feel, both are important, writing it down and feeling 3 things that you are grateful for that your body allows you to do. Really important. Our default for most people is to see the things that we can't do, okay? And that sort of becomes our default. And it's hard if I say stop being negative about your body, okay? And maybe if you're not negative, find other things to be grateful for, okay? But I'll give you an example. 10 years ago, I was training for a marathon, and my right foot found a stop sign post that instead of it being pulled out of the ground, it was chopped out. That much was left. My right foot found that part. And I was coming almost at the end of my long run. I was sprinting. I was going pretty fast. And it tripped. And my left knee found Erie Avenue. And all my body weight with a lot of force came down on it. I can't run at all anymore, okay? So I could focus on the negligence of the city of Cincinnati worker who just decided, we can't pull it out. Let's chop it out, and let's leave this as a hazard to some future runner. Or I could focus on how grateful I am that I have found other alternatives. I have an outdoor bicycle that allows me to do kind of the elliptical. So I still can work out as much as I did when I was a runner. All right, still get as much heart rate elevation and for as long. So come up with 3 things, write them down. What are you grateful for? All right, and then feel them throughout today. Have a great Tuesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.